Now, I know I've been dropping a lot of Street Fighter content. I'm trying to go pro in Street Fighter, and that's not a troll. I've been heavily focused on it. But today is going to be about Smash, and I have a topic about Smash that I actually really want to talk about. And so, without further ado, guys, let's get into the video. So, as you know, the meta has been progressing, and as I've noticed through that progression, a lot of people have optimized their combos, but it seems like a lot of the characters that are succeeding right now are the characters that generally are very obscure in their style, aka Game & Watch, or characters with very effective zoning, accompanied with up-close tools that can literally box you out once you get in. Now, is it appealing to watch? No. For me personally, I don't enjoy watching it. In fact, for the first time ever, and this is really weird, I find myself watching Smash tournaments less and less, which is pretty sad given the fact that I actually do enjoy Ultimate. I might not enjoy a lot of the way the characters are built in the game, but for what Ultimate is, I really do like it. What I want to talk about is basically how it's gotten to this point and what does it look like going forward. First and foremost, you can never blame a competitor for doing what they need to do to win. That's just straight up. You can't. And it's up to us as competitors, if we are taking the game serious, to overcome the things that we might not agree with, or we dislike, or aren't exactly fun to engage with. Now, when it comes down to it, I think the reason why these archetypes are very successful, one, they're excruciatingly annoying to deal with. And as you know, if you're able to tilt your opponent, they're more prone to making more mistakes, and of course that gives you the upper edge. And if you know that you play a character that can do that, you can actually play that character in a certain way to even, I want to say, exasperate the things about the character that are annoying, right? So if I know that someone hates fighting Min Min, and I play Min Min in an even more annoying way, then obviously my opponent's going to break down, they're not going to enjoy themselves, and that allows me to get the W a lot easier, though it'll be sore for eyes in terms of viewership. Why would I care? I'm trying to win, right? And so I think with the way Ultimate is built, I don't think the meta is entirely figured out. However, I think the meta is progressively getting to that point where it's more defensive, and more defensive play is often rewarded. Funny enough, I find that characters that are very aggressive actually tend to be played in the more campy side, because we're at this point where getting hit by someone in Ultimate means taking a shit ton of damage or even dying. Now, I know that we don't have, for the most part, touch of death combos like Melee, but when you really think about it, right? When you really think about it, if you're playing Fox or Sheik, you're probably camping until you get that one opening that allows you to blow your opponent up. But camping is camping, correct? So, I think 'tis the nature of platform fighters in general. I'm not gonna lie. I think because of the openness nature of platform fighters and all the space that you have to navigate and use at your disposal, that is typically what happens. Don't get me wrong, there is camping and holding back in other games. Funny enough, in Street Fighter, I find that there are some players that only block. They only block and they only grab break. So because of that, it's almost like, well, how do I hit this guy, right? And of course, the better player you are, the more chances and opportunities you have of blowing up styles like that. Similar to that of Smash, the more talented you are, you can actually navigate around those things and try to force the opponent to play the game, essentially. And I think that's the only silver lining when fighting those character archetypes for me. It's just basically like, I could be so much better that now that I'm in the driver's seat and I'm beating your ass, you have to play my game. You actually have to approach. And funny enough, most players or characters that have to navigate their entire style around running away don't actually even know how to play neutral or how to handle disadvantage. And so I always find that funny. But yeah, going forward with Ultimate, I hope that the game gets a bit more aggressive. I would like to enjoy watching tournaments again, but as it stands right now, for the past couple, it really takes certain players have to be able to succeed through the bullshit in order for a top 8 to be hype, or a top 16 or a top 32. And typically or not, most of the cornball characters seep their way into top 8 anyway. So it's a shame, but I don't know. We'll see. But that's just kind of my idea on like the current state of Ultimate and just watching it. Playing it is great. I mean, when you're playing it online, unless you're on Elite Smash, you have more control over what you run into and who you fight. So that's always like an added benefit. But when it comes down to it as a competitor, still, the character is legal in tournament. You got to do the work to overcome it. And so with that being said, guys, let me know what you think about the state of Ultimate's meta currently. Are you enjoying watching it? Are you enjoying playing it? And of course, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe on the video. This is NAKAT. Take it easy. Peace out. Deuces.